So just to give you Woody Guthrie's own words with respect to that sentiment, that is not where you're from but where you're at, I'll read you a little portion that he wrote about being in Coney Island on Mermaid Avenue. It's called Boys. I don't know how far I'm going to have to go to see my own self or to hear my own voice. I tuned in on the radio, and for hours I never heard it. I went to the moving picture show, and I never heard it. I put hands full of coins in the machines, and I watched records turn. But the voice there was no voice of mine. I mean, it was not my voice. The words were not my words that I hear in my own ears. When I walk along and I look at your faces, I sit here in a delicatessen in New York City and I order myself a hot pastrami sandwich on rye bread, and I hear the lady ask me, would you like to have a portion of coleslaw on the side? And I knew when I heard her speak that she spoke my voice. And I told her I'd take my slaw on a side dish and like to have a glass of tea with lemon. And she knew that I was speaking her words. And a fellow sat across at the table near my wall and spoke while he ate his salami and drank his beer, and somehow I had the feeling as I heard him speak. And he spoke a whole long time, but not one word was in my personal language. I suppose you may wonder just how he could speak in a dialect that I couldn't savvy nor understand, and yet understand every sound that he made. I learned to do this a long time ago, walking up and down the side roads and the main streets of this land, where I learned to listen this way. When I washed dishes on the ships, I had to learn how to do it when I walked ashore in Africa, and in Scotland, and in Ireland, and in Britain, and in London, Liverpool, Glasgow, Scots towns and Anglo farms, Irish canals, railroad bridges, Highlanders' cows and horses. And here I knew the speech was the same as mine. But it was the dialect again, nasal, throaty, deep and chesty from the stomach, from the lungs, high in the head, pitched up, pitched down. And here I had to learn again to say, this is my language and part of my voice. Oh, but I have not even heard this voice, these voices on the stage, on screens, on radios, in records, in jukeboxes, in magazines, nor not in newspapers, seldom in courtrooms, and more seldom when students and policemen study the faces behind the voices. And I thought, as I saw a drunken street-walking man mutter and spit and curse into the wind out of the cafe's plate glass, that maybe, if I looked close enough, I might hear some more of my voice. And I ate as quiet as I could, so as to keep my eyes and my ears and my feelings wide open. And I did hear. I heard all that I came to hear. Here, in Coney Island's air, heard reflections, recollections, seen faces in memory, heard voices untangle their words before me. And I knew by the feeling I felt that here was my voice.